boy DJ Sonic checking in with y'all, man. Hate to Expedite in the building. Look, man, yesterday we was talking about filing your LLC, and it was part one. We did the EIN. I showed you how to get that for absolutely free, no charge. Today we're gonna talk about filing your LLC. The rest of the paperwork, I like to use LegalZoom. You know what I'm saying? I like to use LegalZoom. It's fairly easy, and you really don't have to commit to all the offers that they gonna send your way. You know, I just click no thanks for a lot of the extra stuff. You know, but we're gonna go through it today, man, about how to actually file this with LegalZoom. So of course you're gonna go to LegalZoom.com and you're gonna click on the option where it says file a LLC. Okay, so what you got to know about filing the LLC, man. A LLC, like I said, is a limited liability company. This is going to protect you from all sorts of things. But in order to do this, man, you obviously going to need to comply with the regulations, the requirements of the jurisdiction where you wish to form the LLC. So this is state by state, and it's going to change state by state, the regulations. Like, for instance, I know if you register your business in North Carolina rather than New Mexico, there are different fees that come with it, you know, and they could go from $50 all the way up to about $200, $300 sometimes, you know what I mean? So first you want to choose where you're going to register your LLC. You obviously want to register it in a place that's just favorable to you. But when we talking about the Sprinter van business, man, just open it up in your home state. That might be, you know, where you want to open it up. That way your mail and everything is going to the same place. A lot of people like to try to finesse the LLC and register it in another state, but you got to know the details on why you're doing that. If you don't know why you're doing that, just register it in your own home state for, you know, just the least amount of stress, right? Because this is going to come back to you later when you got taxes and you got mail coming in, you got tolls coming in. This is for my trucking business drivers, man, in particular, right? If you want to just make it easy, just do your home state, file in your home state, man. In New Mexico in particular, the filing fee I know is only $50. So I do the $50 filing fee, and then everything else I just handle by myself, particularly. Like I said, they're going to give you other offers, like they're going to offer to do things for you so that you are in compliance. You can, or, you know, you have the option. It's whatever your budget is. But I'm pretty sure I went and got my whole LLC for just $50, you know, because I took what I needed and I just left what I didn't need. You know what I mean? That part was actually registering the LLC. So you got to know you're going to need to choose your business name wisely. Obviously, this is going to be the business that you're going to have for a long period of time, right? We are thinking about longevity. So long period of time, you want to choose your name wisely. You only got one chance, okay? You want to select a unique name, obviously. You know, you want to think about when you hit that search engine, you know, how unique is it standing next to other people's names, you know? So me in particular, man, I don't know a lot of Haith. I don't know a lot of people with the last name Haith. I never did. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not as popular as a lot of last names, Haith, Haith. So I just went with Hate Expedite. I figured that, you know, that was unique. It's a pretty unique last name, so I just use my last name. That may be different for a lot of y'all. And you're going to have the option to put it as L.L.C. or just LLC, or you can spell it out, limited liability company. When you choose your name, that LLC is going to go on the end of your entity name. But like I said, you can choose L.L.C. You can choose LLC, or you could choose limited liability company. And you're going to spell it all the way out. You have those three options. I just went with LLC, no punctuation, and I didn't spell it out, just LLC. So, okay, you also want to make sure, last thing about the name, you just want to make sure it's available. Make sure no one has taken your name already. That's just another part about being unique. So one of the main things about your LLC, I'm sorry I took so long to get here, but it's your articles of organization. I just want to briefly read y'all, what your articles of organization is in a well-defined manner. If you ask me, it's just organizing your LLC, letting the government know how exactly you're gonna operate. But let me just read it to you, man. So you're going to prepare and file the articles of organization with the appropriate government agency. This document provides essential information about your LLC, such as its name, address, your purpose, management structure, and the names of the members or organizers. And you may need to pay a filing fee as well. So this is one of the features that LegalZoom is going to offer you. I forget how much they charge for the articles of organization, but just know that you do have the option to go down to the clerk's office in your county. Go down to the county clerk's office. Let me think. This is the same place where I believe this is the same place where they do marriages. They host all the business information for the small business people, but you want to go down to the county clerk's office. Ask them about preparing articles of organization for an LLC. They're going to give you the paperwork. You're going to fill the paperwork out. You're going to give it back to them. Also, like I said, LegalZoom, and I am not affiliated with LegalZoom at all. I hate that I keep on saying the word. We just going to call them LG. Look, man, LG, LZ, my bad. Let's say LZ. LZ, man, they will prepare your articles of organization for you for a fee. Like I said, if it's convenient enough and you have the budget, go ahead and do it. If you own a budget and you want to get it done yourself, man, go down to the county clerk's office in your city and ask them about the articles of organization for your LLC. They're going to get you right. Trust me, man. And when you get to talk to a real person downtown at the county clerk's office, you're going to get some real answers in real time. They probably going to give you a list of things that you need to do, and you just keep on following that, But for my people with a little bit of money in their pocket and you want LegalZoom to do it for you, they have the option to do it. Articles of organization. Okay? Next is going to be your operating agreement. Let me just read you the detail about your operating agreement. So it's not always mandatory. It's recommended to create an operating agreement. This document is going to outline the ownership and management structure of your LLC, right? It's going to set guidelines for how the company will operate. And the operating agreement is typically kept eternally. It's not usually filed with any government agency. So what your operating agreement, in short, is, like I just said, man, you're going to outline the ownership and management structure. So this can be, if you got a partnership, you just want to blatantly state that these two people are partners of this LLC. You wanna put in how you're going to operate. So just for instance, I got a Sprinter van business, trucking business. I got one van right now. So my operating agreement is going to say that, I work with such and such agency to book my loads. And when they book my loads, such and such is going to drive and deliver these loads. You know what I'm saying? So just letting them know how we're going to operate on the daily. I'm sure I could go into plenty of examples, but how are you going to operate your business? How are you going to make your money? What steps are you going to take? That's what you're going to put in the in your operating agreement. Okay? Guidelines, structure, anything like that. Keep it internal. This is something that you always want to have in your LLC documents, though, because you could need them at any time. Obtain your necessary licenses. So in particular, next, like I said, the licenses, and for Sprinter van, cargo van, box trucks, all of that, the necessary license you're going to need For interstate, it's gonna be your DOT, right? We all know that DOT MC number. Those are easy to get. For the DOT, all you're going to do is go on the FMCSA website. Again, that's FMCSA, and you're going to go to register for your DOT number. Okay, that's a real easy process, but we can do it in a separate video if y'all need us to. But your necessary licenses, they're going to need to be obtained before you can operate. You know, these are licenses, permits, registrations on the local, state, or federal level, whatever business you in. But the cargo, any trucking company is going to need a DOT to be over the interstate, and you're going to need an MC number. You know what I'm saying? So that's, like I said, that's a whole nother video. Let's go ahead and move on. Next step in filing your LLC. One of the next steps, I know for sure, is going to be your EIN, right? We covered EIN in the last video, so there is a video to see how to get it for absolutely free, no charge, and immediately, same day, within the same hour that you filling out your application. Your annual report and fees, I would say this is just like your tax paperwork. You want to make sure that you know your tax code, right? So some people are musicians, you got a particular tax code. Some people are in transportation, you got a particular tax code. Some people are in real estate, there's another particular tax code that you have to be aware of when you're operating, okay? Because you're going to be taxed a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to know, you're going to need to document. Go get you QuickBooks. QuickBooks is an easy one. It'll connect your bank account, and you'll be able to document all your transactions, and you'll be able to pretty much categorize them so that at the end of the year when you do your taxes, it's not as hard to recollect your expenses, you know, just how you spent your business funds, how you spent your profits and everything like that. You want to make sure you have that annual filing on lock, because this is the difference between rich people, poor people, free people, and people in jail. You don't do them taxes, man, they coming for you. And don't say I told you, because I told you to do your taxes. All right, so annual report and fees, man. Some jurisdictions require LLCs to file annual reports and pay associated fees to maintain their active status. That's true, you know, pay associated fees to maintain your active status. That's definitely true. If you don't pay for your registered agent, if you don't do your taxes and things like that, man, you're going to be in trouble. At some point, it's going to come tumbling down on you. And just stay informed about the ongoing obligations, deadlines, and ensure to comply with all necessary filings. You guys, there are local, state taxes, there are federal taxes. You see what I'm saying? So it's called GRT for your local taxes. You can pay those quarterly, you can pay them monthly, or you can pay them semi-annually or annually. GRT, those are your gross revenue taxes. You're going to want to make sure you're on top of that. And that is completely separate from your federal taxes. You see what I'm saying? So make sure your annual taxes, make sure you got everything organized. The more organized you are, the easier this whole process is going to be for you, man. I promise you. So I think my last advice for you guys when it comes to filing an LLC, because I did give you the whole formula on LegalZoom, and after you fill out all of that information, man, all you're going to do is just wait for them to get back to you with your documents. Like I said, the documents that you don't order with LegalZoom, you can go down to your county and get those documents, apply for them, and receive them that way for a much cheaper cost, if not free. So my advice after that is just to seek advice from other people who have LLCs, man, mom and pop shops, because you just never know what you can learn from another person when you speak into their interest, not your own interest. You know what I'm saying? When you speak to people, you gotta speak to their interest so you can spark the best part about them. You know, you want them to be excited when they're talking to you. And if you're going to do that, you're going to need to speak to their interests. Don't just only think about what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Find a common ground and speak to their interests. So that's getting advice from people who've already done it. We know that, but that's a very important part. You're going to always want to do that. I'm sorry today's video was so long, 15 minutes, but it is quite a process. LegalZoom will help you get through filing those documents, though. I hope I was able to help everybody. My name is DJ Sonam. Hate Expedite, man. I wish much success to everybody in their endeavors. Peace.